welcome everyone. I'm here at Amsterdam Drone third day. It's 2024 and I'm Eszter Kovács, CEO and co-founder of Drone Talks. And I have a good friend with me, Manu Lubrano, who is a co-founder and CEO of INVOLI.
Hi everybody.
And just first, if someone doesn't know INVOLI, you know what INVOLI's core business?
Yes, so we take care of the air traffic detection in areas where there is no coverage today. So we install air traffic receiver that allow us to see where drone airplanes are flying at low altitude. And then from there, we can provide the picture of air traffic to drone operators that they can finally fly BVLOS in a context where air traffic is present.
That's a very, very good elevator pitch, Manu. You probably told it 1,000 times. But, you know, we know each other a lot of years. And I know you had recently an experience with your sensors in another industry as well. So you entered into the wind turbination. Exactly. So what happened there and how you got to this project in Germany?
Okay, so obviously this was totally random. It's something that we never thought about. But in Germany, passed out this regulation for which the red blinking light over wind turbine is considered visual pollution, and so it should be switched off. But then when an helicopter is incoming, this should be turned on again, so that the helicopter will see the wind turbine. And so actually wind turbine park will need a system to actually detect air traffic so that the light can be switched on or off, depending on the situation. And so we did a partnership with a German company that is expert in this command and control of these lights. And from our side, we provide the traffic awareness coming from our receivers. And long story short, we sold many receivers to our partner that installed them over wind turbines. So today we have something like 400 receivers active installed over German territory at 150 meters above ground. And from there, we have a perfect air traffic awareness, because by wind turbine regulation, we need to see up to ground level, which is really what the drone industry wants. And so it's perfect. Now today we are looking for companies in the drone industry that want to connect to this data and use it for their operation. And we have already the first drone operators which are connecting to us in Germany to get this data.
And now you became a kind of expert on wind turbine regulation as well and drone regulation. I have a feeling like, you know.
Unfortunately, yes.
Unfortunately, I even need to learn that. But jokes aside, what can we learn from this project? What we can implement to the drone industry or eVTOL industry? What can we learn from this new takeaways, new projects you entered into?
Look, for me, the biggest takeout of this experience is really that whenever we talk about infrastructure, the business should come before and ask for the infrastructure, and then you deploy it. In Italy, we have this expression, we call it the cathedral in the desert. You don't want to build a cathedral where nobody's going to go, you know? So let's wait for a business to manifest that want to have a certain infrastructure, and then we deploy our system. So in our case, there was not yet drone operators capable with the regulatory framework that we have to use our system on a national scale, like in Germany. But wind turbine, they have a real business need for having our system. And so we create something that makes sense because there was a business demands before. So that's the takeout from here also in the drone industry, is that you need the business to generate the request for infrastructure.
And shuffling to the drone topic and aviation, electronic conspicuity, now one of the hottest topic, you know.
Yes.
I just recently learned a lot because I'm not an aviation person. I didn't come from ATM, ENSP background. However, I know now more and more CAAs take it extremely serious and trying to design how this will work.
Yes.
How can you contribute to that, or how can this system be a useful part of it?
Yes. So the system that we have today deployed in Germany is kind of U-space equals ubiquity ready, because you have three pillars there. You have mobile technology. This is something that is done separately. Then you have ADS-B. We detect already all this ADS-B air traffic. And then the last one is a sort of alarm frequency detection that we have already in the hardware, But then when the standard of ADSL is ready and we want to implement it, we just do a firmware upgrade on our receiver, and then we're also ready to detect the new ADSL. So it's from the use case point of view, our system today it's already ready to generate this kind of data. Then on top of this, since we have also a worldwide footprint, we look for drone operators everywhere. We're also seeing other countries what they're doing. And there, apart ADSB, there is also the need to detect airplanes equipped with the Mode S and Mode AC air traffic transponders, which are older, and they don't provide the GPS position of the airplane. So I'm losing you. I'm saying
no, I'm not after this. I take it. You know?
But basically, for this old transponder, we need to calculate the position where they are because they are not sending to us. And so we use a process called multilateration, which is a sort of a triangulation where by receiving the same signal on different INVOLI receiver, we can calculate exactly where the airplane is.
So they all connecting, they all communicating, and you can kind of like have an algorithm for it developed, if I understand well. You see, you didn't lose me. Like, you know, I'm getting there. And based on the algorithm, you can simulate the path of
we can really reconstruct where exactly is the airplane. And so, for example, we are seeing that we can use it for all the airplanes to calculate their position, but for new airplanes that are with ADSB, we can also validate the position of ADSB. So now we installed new receivers in Romania, for example, and we, for the first time, we have been faced to ADSB spoofing, so GPS spoofing.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's an area where some things are happening, and so sometimes GPS is not a good source of data. And so you actually see an airplane on our platform going everywhere because the GPS is spoofed. But with multilateration, we can ignore the wrong position and actually calculate the good one. Yeah. And so reconstruct the actual real track of the airplane. And this is amazing because it's really a procedure that allows you to have the real information of where is the airplane.
But this is really fascinating. And do you think this will be a game changer? Or you hope, you know, I guess this will be now the game changer with drones coming into the picture.
For me, it would be a complete game changer because our system, we can install it wherever we want. Today, we are realizing that ANSP, they have a very nice coverage in certain limited area, but this coverage needs to be supplemented with other data. And what's best than ADSB with multilateration Mode S, Mode AC? For me, it's a solution which is reliable enough, but not expensive enough as other. So it's really the good compromise that will allow to have a network of receiver and really have some coverage on the whole country.
Fantastic, fantastic, Manu. I always learn something new. I'm fascinated how your business dynamically changing. Because I know you so long, and I feel like your startup is like keep going to the new direction all the time. Any remark from Amsterdam Drone Week? What's your takeaway attending the event? I mean, we are here in Amsterdam, and what's your points? What's your key takeaways from the conference?
So, as usual, we are seeing our industry, Amsterdam after Amsterdam, is advancing slowly but surely. I am super excited by the fact that there is this competition going on between United States and Europe, where basically in Europe we have this run to do the first use space, airspace, and so on, while in the US they have Dallas, which is there already and is operating and so on. And then the big thing is, are they going to be other Dallas in the US, new city that are going to copy the initial one? Are they going to be other use space in Europe coming and so on? So there is this very constructive fight between these two parts of the world, and it's exciting to see how this is evolving
further.
Exactly.
Yes. And I'm not sure if you know or not, we also having always a chit-chat about Switzerland with Swiss companies here at Drone Talks, because we are also based in Bern, you know, we are a Swiss company, and we are trying to, stick together with the Swiss companies.
Yes.
So my last question is that you are from Italy. You studied up your company in Lausanne, right? And where do you produce your sensors?
In Lausanne.
In Lausanne as well. So production is in Lausanne. How long you produce them in Lausanne?
Since when?
Since when?
I think we always did our receiver there. Yes. INVOLI is 7 years.
7 years.
Yes.
Good. Why you kept it in Switzerland, and why do you think this should be still home? Do you think the Swiss quality is important when you're selling your modems? And do you see this as a benefit, or be arrived to the point it doesn't matter? Or because there is probably a reason you are in Lausanne still.
Yeah.
It would be maybe half price at, I don't know, China. But
one tenth, let's
Okay,
say.
1/10.
But,
10.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we are in Switzerland because it's really the country where all these issues regarding drones, etc., are maturing faster, and so we understand faster what we have to do and so on. And this gives us a competitive edge towards other companies. I would say that the Swiss made it's a nice plus, but it's not the most important thing in what we are doing. It's more like FOCA that is very helpful. The whole companies like SenseFly, AG Eagle, Flyability, and so on, which are in the area. There are so many that I cannot mention all of them, but it's really a vibrant ecosystem, which is in contact with the Aviation Authority, which will develop this U-Space Airspace in Zurich. So it's really like the interaction of all those things in such a small country, which make it so incredible.
More agile, more dynamic, where you can develop. Thank you so much for the great discussion, Manu.
Thank you, Eszter.
We will put INVOLI website here in the description and Manu's LinkedIn page. So I encourage everyone to follow you and connect you on LinkedIn. And I always forget, but this event, I don't follow us as well, please. Subscribe to our channels. And thank you for being here with us.